Where did Anakin learn his signature lightsaber move, the Obi-Ani? Even though we never get a canon explanation on where he learned this, we have a good enough idea of Anakin's character to give a little backstory for this move. But before we get into that theory, we know from the actor that played Anakin, Hayden Christensen, that he didn't actually come up with the move himself. He saw a stunt performer doing the move, and he thought it looked really cool, so he incorporated it into his training. Hayden is a really dedicated actor. He puts so much work into making Anakin come to life, so it makes sense that he put a lot of work into bringing Anakin's swordsmanship to life as well. Anakin was pretty much a natural at sword fighting. He quickly became one of the best lightsaber duelists at the temple. When he was younger, he surpassed his fellow younglings right away. And he got really bored with all the lightsaber lessons because he was just so far ahead of everyone else. He would often be bored, and one time Obi-Wan and Yoda even discussed how bored he was in classes, and they agreed to let Anakin go on a mission with Obi-Wan, even though that's not really what they're supposed to do because he's supposed to be a youngling studying in the temple. But they made an exception because Anakin was pretty far advanced from the other students. But being so advanced, it makes sense that Anakin would have a few lightsaber tricks up his sleeve. Since he was so bored in classes, he probably had a lot of time to develop his own skill of fighting, which is why I think we see such a unique fighting style from Anakin in the movies. He fights with the lightsaber style Form 5, which is a fighting style perfect for Anakin that combines defense and offense by countering an opponent's attack with a power strike, which that's pretty much what we see with the Obi-Ani. And I think Anakin developed this move because he was just so good at every other move that was already available that he started to develop his own moves. And maybe he's developed more moves, but this one is just the most famous one and the one that we get to see a lot. Anakin puts a lot of emphasis on lightsaber training. As we saw in the Tales of the Jedi, he even put that same emphasis to his Padawan Ahsoka, and that really paid off. The lightsaber training at the temple typically consisted of learning various lightsaber forms and practicing either by yourself or with training droids. But we get a lot of hints from Anakin that the training is far too simple to be effective. So he's not going to practice the same lightsaber forms over and over if they're already too simple for him. He's going to start developing new lightsaber moves. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and hopefully you learned something. If you love Star Wars, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you guys next time. May the Force be with you.